This is the way you introduce yourself to New York. Michael Porter Jr. This guy is demonic. I don't know if you built for over here, brother, but hey, there are rumors of a casino opening up on Times Square. Let's see what you got to say about it.
I've ever heard somebody say.
Yeah.
He's liable to get kicked out of the NBA. Like, does he really? You on a platform with the other side that, listen, y'all keep going up there. Because the brother ain't going to allow you to say none of that dumb shit and jam you up. Because the commissioner can look at that and go, hold on, let me holler at you, bro. So that's what you've been doing? That's what you advocating for? This is why I say I want to see y'all in the gym working out, getting ready for the season. Fabian, how many times do I say that, bro? Why are y'all talking? If it ain't about the game and breaking down the game, he even went viral. He started talking about his brother when his brother ain't getting no girls and he got all the girls. Oh, what are you talking about? What are you going to do with the Brooklyn Nets, nigga? Y'all got $200-300 million contracts, and you're willing to risk that to get your friends a bag? This is where I commend LeBron James. Build a business for your friends. Build a business for your friends. Don't gamble for them and wind up gambling your career. Because to me, that's what you just said. In hindsight, that's what you said. Yo, man, I don't know who are y'all friends, who are your family members. I don't know who it is that y'all look to for advice. Who do y'all respect? But y'all need some different people around y'all. The decisions y'all are making behind these microphones is insane. Is insane. What he just said, yo, man, it's sad. It's sad, man. What gambling and social media is doing to us as people, bro. What was the purpose of saying that? What was the purpose of saying that? Get in the gym, get ready for the season. That's it. Fabian, what I keep, bro. You're a basketball player. I want to hear you break down the game. I want to hear you break down the game, bro. I don't want to hear you basically put yourself in jail. You just dry snitched on yourself, on everybody. This is what's going on. I don't even want to elaborate on it more because from where I come from, we don't want to dry snitch. We don't want to do any of that. I don't advocate for nobody losing it. Bro, what are you doing? Bro, I'm worth $200-300 million, and I'm telling my friends bet on this so we can get the bag. Nigga, you are the bag. What are you talking about? This is where LeBron James has to get all the props in the world for what he's done with his circle. I've never heard nothing that stupid in my life from an athlete. I'm going on record and saying Michael Porter Jr. might be the dumbest athlete I've ever heard or experienced ever in my life, bro. And that platform that they on, that's a huge platform. For y'all to allow him to elaborate and even say those things, y'all are foul for that. Because he can lose his job. Bro, he can lose his job. Bro, you can lose your job. Fabian, the floor is yours, bro.
I like that you brought up LeBron. Big business for his friends. You know, I say he's the biggest gangster in NBA history because he doesn't forget to play basketball. He doesn't forget that when he does make a spectacle, it's about basketball, even though it's a spectacle for whatever reason, and we hate on him all the time. But Michael Jordan's been known to be a known gambler. I always say this. Everyone keeps talking about social media and all the pressures that Michael Jordan will be under, and it's like, bro, that shit is in the palm of your hands, this gambling thing. There's been so many cases that are happening, taking place, still taking place under investigation. All the investigations are still ongoing. Terry Rozier went from being investigated, cleared the case, then it went back onto an investigation. His own brother's under investigation. Gilbert Arenas just got locked up for some gambling shit. So I really think it's almost like an accidental cry for help. These guys are in over their heads. You telling me that guy had a $200 million contract? You telling me you don't know how to just blow your money and just go get a restaurant for your friends or do something? It doesn't make sense, but it's not supposed to. And I remember going back and forth with this dude, Robin Lundberg. Shout out to Robin Lundberg because he was on ESPN and all that. And he thought it was ridiculous when the guy from Atlanta, the Atlanta Falcons, got suspended a couple years ago because they found him with the stuff in his phone where he was gambling and all that. I said, bro, you think this is a one-time thing? I said, dog, there's 50 dudes on a football team. Everybody's not rich. We ain't even talking about the college dudes that they got and NIL superstars there. They're homeboys on the team, though, dog. They're gambling. I don't know where you come from. I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody gambles. When you have a bunch of dudes around, at some point, gambling is taking place. This shit is common. The NBA talks about all these tutorials and ways for these guys not to go broke at the beginning of their careers. They have all these seminars for that. They're gonna have to really make this strict and might have to make an example out of Michael Porter Jr. It just is what it is. Dog, you're not supposed to say something like that. And this is a problem with this era, once again, with social media. Everybody wants everything being said. Denzel, this is a professional who's in the league and he played the game. He plays basketball every day. Just got traded from a championship team. We've been saying something's off with his game. The guy might have been sending parlays just to get his people rich. That's what he's talking about. He's trying to justify faking injuries and being horrible on the court. That's why, Denzel, people can have an opinion, because that guy has an opinion. What's his background? It's crazy to me that we need this as an example, as maybe, you gotta talk to your kids. I'm even right now, I'm noticing, because my man, shout out to my man Will, he was showing me how to like play spades on the phone. And I'm seeing it. I'm like, yo, this shit looks just like my son's video game on his phone. Like they setting the kids up to go gamble. You're gonna start off with the Roblox, start off with this little video game, and then all of a sudden you're gonna get a little bit older. They in school, they gambling. I know kids who's gambling in junior high school. Yeah. This is a fact. So we ain't talking about rolling dice. It's on your phone like it's Tetris. Michael Porter Jr. is just one of the dummies that just happened to speak on it. So again, it's an accidental cry for help. The NBA and the sports are gonna have something to do about it. All the tourism is down in Atlantic City, and gambling is going crazy all over the country. They're gonna have to do something about this because this is insane.
See, and that was a great point. And I see some of the comments. Fish, what up? Remember, I know gambling is always going to go on. That's not my point. I know that. But you can't, knowing that gambling is illegal, when you're playing and gamble on it, don't talk about it. I know everybody gambles. I know everybody gambles. That's not my point. My point is you do not go up there and basically tell the world in your job what's going on. Because now they can look right at you and watch your games and go, oh, okay. This was, bro, Fabian, you can't, we all know what's going on, right? But he can't tell us. But he works for an organization that it is illegal.
Right, but we live in a world now where it's like it or not, bro, it's the drill rapper era. These guys are saying anything and doing anything. That is the norm. So now, no. But what I'm saying is, how do you fix that? Because they're gonna keep having dummies that do it.
No, Fabian, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not talking about fix it, right? That was a great comparison. But what happens with the drill rap? Them guys is losing their lives, right? So be prepared to deal with the consequences of losing your job. We know people are going to bet on the games. We know these things are going to happen. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Don't elaborate on it. Don't talk about it. That's where I'm coming from with it. And gambling is never going to stop. I'm not no idiot. I know that. You're talking to a gambler. What are you talking about? You can't tell me about gambling, bro. Nobody. Nigga, my neighborhood is notorious for gambling, nigga. 13, 14, 15 years old outside. Yeah, big dog shit. Ain't saying that to brag and boast. I'm saying I know, bro, gambling. My point is, don't discuss it. You're getting hundreds of millions of dollars. What are you doing? This is why I say summertime. Stay low, stay out the way, get in the gym, get ready for the season. And hopefully down the line, you sign another $200-300 million contract.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.